Shibloo?
Shibloo? Let's get this shit.
You ready?
Fuck a little.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. Action! Hey, Shibloo! Yo, we back with another podcast episode. What are we on? Episode 3?
Episode 3.
Man, I still feel like half asleep right now.
Me too, yo.
But we back. I think we... When was the last one we... It was like fucking...
Was that like a week ago?
A week ago or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta speak in the microphone. Hey, guys. Hopefully I heard
We're
that.
rusty. What are we talking about today? Fuck, should we restart this? This is
Nah.
No, we're going. Okay, we're keeping it raw.
We're going.
Raw. Shibloo.
That's shit.
Welcome to the Shibloo podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. That's what I was supposed to say. Where we talk about anything and everything because you're Shibloo. And today, what are we talking about, homie?
You talking about books.
We're talking about books.
Books. Knowledge.
Knowledge. Books. Yeah. Because last episode we talked about our favorite movies. Mm-hmm. So we were like, what should we talk about this time? We were talking about books because Devante and I have, I'd say we're like pretty into books.
Oh, yeah.
We're pretty into knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because I don't know about you, but for me, I fucking hated reading growing up. Like I had a terrible relationship with reading. Like I couldn't actually read well. Like I couldn't even read. I think like in 3rd grade was when I first could read because I went to like a Montessori school and they just let us do whatever we want. So I just decided not to read ever. And so I was like super behind and I hated reading so much. So it's funny now, like I've gotten more into it, but mostly for me it's audiobooks. What about you?
Yeah.
Audiobooks
same.
for you too?
I mean, I like to read a hard copy book once in a while.
Yeah.
But, yeah, same thing for me. I didn't have a good relationship with reading growing up, but
Yeah.
now I do.
Was there something about it growing up that you didn't like about it, or was it just like people telling you to read and you didn't like that?
It was just always because I had to read stuff I didn't like.
Yeah.
I had no interest in like learning about like this stuff I was reading about. Like,
Yeah.
what was that book they had us read?
In high school?
What was it called?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah, that one and the one with the A. This girl wore an A on her shirt or something because she was like a hoe or something.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Something like that.
Scarlet Letter.
Oh, I never read that, I don't think.
Yeah, that's trash. You didn't miss nothing.
Dude, did you actually read the books that you were supposed to, or did you Spark Notes?
That's Spark Notes.
Bro, I never actually fully read a book in high school.
Yeah, same. Yo. That's crazy, right? We gotta do it. Still
We graduated,
graduated.
didn't we? I mean, we didn't go to college, but... I mean, we did, but neither of us graduated college.
I feel like that's a lesson, in life. Like sometimes you just gotta just get through it,
Just get through
By
it,
any means
man.
necessary.
Knowledge. Yeah, you know what? It actually reminds me of something that you told me because I used to only want to listen to audiobooks because I was like all about productivity, and I'm like, well, why would I sit down and read when I could listen to a book and be doing other things like washing dishes or whatever the heck, like driving or whatever. But then I think you said something like, to you it's like mental training, and that like completely changed my perspective of like reading. And I actually feel it sounds really dumb and like obvious, but I remember you said this too, like when you're reading frequently, even if it's just like a couple minutes in the morning, I feel smarter.
Yeah.
I feel well, not just smarter, but like I feel like my brain is sharper too. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Like the viewers are probably like, no shit. but
But thing is, everybody knows this, but not everybody reads though.
yeah, I mean, people will probably think like when they're scrolling their social and like reading on that, like it's the same thing, but I really don't think it is. It's like the gym, but for your brain. Because I don't know about you, but like when I'm reading, a lot of times I have to reread it because I zone out.
Yeah, same.
But with like on social media, like everything's like, what is it? Fucking like stimulating.
Yeah.
So like, of course you're gonna pay attention to it and read it or whatever. And half of it's not even like proper English.
Yeah.
But like books, man, knowledge.
Knowledge.
You know?
Knowledge. It's good.
But I'm also not a big fan of those books that use way too high vocabulary where I have to like search up a word every fucking sentence. You know?
Yeah. Those are worse.
I'm like, bro, what are you saying, man? Yeah, Shibloo to who? So
Shibloo.
we're talking about books. Our favorite books and why, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm gonna start off with one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors. It's called The Loss of Human Nature.
Oh, you always talk about this one. Yeah.
It's by Robert Greene.
Yeah.
Something that like I think we both liked in school is like psychology.
Yeah.
And I think this is like one of the best psychology books out there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's literally about basically just people, different types of people, their tendencies, and like how you should deal with these types of people. Because you know, in life, like whatever you want to do in your life, I feel like it's really important to you know, focus on that goal. But there's always people are always going to be a part of it, and you got to know how to like deal with those people. So
yeah,
I think it's a really good book for me because like that's something that I didn't really. Well, I always like was interested in it, and I always
like psychology.
Yeah, like just like how to deal with people and like who people are and like understanding them. And that was something I was always interested in.
Yeah.
But I felt like, you know, sometimes I would come across somebody that was like, this person's really like in my way of like doing what I'm trying to do in my life. How do I navigate that? And this book really helped me with that.
When did you read it for the first time?
I got this book as soon as it dropped. It was like,
damn,
it came out. What year was that? I think like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember, but
it's that new? I thought it was an older book.
No.
Damn, it's real new.
This is his newest book.
Laws of Human. Oh yeah.
He did a couple, but this one, like, I remember it was like close to Christmas time. I was going home for the holidays.
Yeah.
And I just finished reading it, so I just like got my whole family like copies of it and like just like gifted them to everybody.
Nice. Was that was during the time that you were teaching a lot too? Huh.
Yeah.
Was that like real useful for like teaching? Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, damn. I didn't know that was that new. I remember actually you tell me about this book a lot, and I never got to reading it, but I like watched like there's like 3 or 4 summary videos that are like an hour each because it's a long book, right?
It is, yeah.
It's a fat book, and like as I was like watching it, I was like, this is why Devante knows people so well. That smart motherfucker. But like, it talks a lot about narcissism in it too, right? And that like there's a narcissist in all of us.
Yes.
Or something like that. That fucked my brain up, bro. As I was doing that, I'm like, wait, I'm a narcissist too. But then even doing selfless acts are a reflection of narcissism because you're doing it for yourself technically. Like if it fulfills you to help other people, technically that's selfish towards yourself.
It is.
Because you're addicted to the feeling that you get from helping other people. And I was just like, yo, my brain. Damn. What do you think was like, because I don't know about you, but like even if I really, really like a book, usually if I look back on it, especially if it's like a year or 2 later, I only remember like 1 or 2 things from the book that I consistently apply. Like, what's like the biggest thing for you think? Or did you already say it?
Well,
Is there like a certain law or?
It talks about like all different personalities, but I would say the one that I probably would apply the most is, that's tough. There's so many good ones. I would say dealing with people that are just outright like against you. Like they're just like, there's just some bad people out there, you know?
Yeah.
And there's all different kinds and it talks about all of them. But for me, like I try to be as positive and as, you know, good to everybody as I can. But it, you know, sometimes it comes down to like a time where you have to just like realize that somebody's just not on your team, and there's no bringing them to your team. You got to accept that. So I think that was my favorite point.
Damn, that's really interesting that you say that, because I definitely see you as someone that you always see the best in people too. So like, I feel like I could see why that was such a useful piece of advice, because sometimes like it's just, yeah. You're right. There's many, as much as there's a lot of amazing people in this world and we're all equal, it's like there are some people that are just, can do some, not that they're fucked up people, but they could do some fucked up things, and you got to be aware of like the motivations of it and what their real intentions are and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I want to like, did you read it or did you listen to it?
I did both.
Both. Okay. Damn. How long did it take you to read that thing?
Sheesh, that's a good question. Probably a couple months.
Yeah.
Because I would read it every day. But probably just like 2 or 4 pages.
Yeah.
And like occasionally I would like just read it for like hours and just like go in on it. But yeah, it took me like maybe like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. I know he's a very respectable author, but like, man, his audiobooks, his narration, man, I'm like, but my attention span is just probably too short. But I'm just like, I don't know why. I think that book is something I would have to like read, or just continue to watch the summaries. So I was like, damn.
I think one of the reasons why I really liked it was because he uses examples from history.
Yeah.
Like, he'll like talk about like this king from this era, or like, you know, this person that we all know about.
Yeah.
And he'll explain like, yeah, this person is successful in this time or this way because he did this.
Yeah.
And like, that's like everything to me. Like when you give me examples, like that's it, you know, like that's proof.
Yeah. And you learn about like humans haven't changed from history, you know, like it's still like the same driving forces and stuff. Dude, I don't know if this is too much of like a side tangent, but I told you that I would just listen to 50 Cent's book, and like he did a collaboration that you told me about with Robert Greene for the 50th Law. 50th Law. Yeah. But then 50 did his own book, and then he actually talks about his relationship with Robert Greene in it, and how he became more open-minded later in his life because he used to only hang out with people like from the hood or like whatever, and he became more open-minded. He's like, never would I've ever thought like, I don't know the exact description, like take it with a grain of salt, but I think he was like, never would I've ever thought I would become good friends with like a rich white dude that knows history. Like, why the fuck should I have to care about history? But then like as he became more open-minded about it, he was like, damn, like Robert always uses history and like shit doesn't change.
Yes.
So yeah, I think you'd really like that book. I almost put it on my list, but I felt like it was too soon. I feel like I could listen to it again, you know?
I feel you. What's your book though? What's your first one?
I think which one's the first one I should talk about? Actually, I'll talk about this one because I remember we did an exercise from this one together.
Oh, I know which one.
It's called Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi or something. I think he's like an entrepreneur, something like that. I actually don't know him too well. I think the book was just lying around at my parents' place in Minnesota when I was quarantined there. And I think like he did a collaboration with Tony Robbins, and I'm really big into Tony Robbins. My dad's really big into Tony Robbins. So like, there was just like a free copy, and I just started reading it. I don't remember too much from it, but I remember there was one exercise in it that was called the 7 levels deep exercise. And I actually always tell like my close homies to do this because man, it was like, I read it and it's like pretty much what it is. It's like you write down, I think, a sentence of why you think you are in this world. And then you keep asking why to your answer over and over again. And then in the book, it's like, by the 7th one, you'll probably break down, like crying and like find something about yourself. Like it's almost like a self-therapy type thing. And I remember doing it, like just writing it down, and I didn't really feel much from it. And then one time when Devante and we were training over Zoom at the time, remember? Like we finished training or something, we were over Zoom. And because Devante was still in LA out here, and then I was quarantined in Minnesota. was like, yo, can I do this like exercise with you? And then he's like, yeah. And then I think by the 5th or 6th one, I was like, like
Yeah.
I was balling. But it made me learn a lot about myself and why I am the way I am. And also, like, I think the biggest thing was, I mean, we were literally just talking about this before we got this rolling, but like, I was always curious to why I have a certain work ethic, because I always thought from like reading all these personal development books, usually like most of these people come from like nothing or from very unfortunate situations. And like, I always saw myself as like, damn, I grew up in the Midwest in a very wealthy family. I'm like, why do I still have like a work ethic? Wait, do I need to go through some shit? Like, I always thought that, but then it made me realize there's so many other layers that can be motivation, you know? And the biggest thing for me was like being like one of the only Asians at my school, not fitting in with any of the other Asians in my school, like always feeling an outlier and always feeling like I couldn't be fully me. Mm-hmm. And that was like the biggest driving factor of why I'm so like motivated today. But that was like the biggest thing that came out of that book. I remember.
Man. Yeah, I still remember that day like it was yesterday, man. It's crazy.
Right? I was like, I think this is the first time I ever cried in front of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? I remember I was like trying to be all tough too. I was like, no, man stuff. I'm not crying. It's interesting, man. Have you done that exercise?
Yeah, we did it.
You did. You did it right after, right? Yeah. But you kept your cool. I remember.
I feel like that's something that I was feeling it. I felt it at the moment, like more than ever feel it. But I feel like that's something that I constantly have to tell myself, like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because like, yeah, sometimes times do get hard. You got to remember, like, you know, why you do things, or else you're just gonna give up.
Oh, so you feel like because you were already training that muscle of constantly questioning why, like you felt it, but like it wasn't like something you haven't felt before, like ever, right?
I felt it before, but that day I remember I felt it on a new level. Like it was great.
Damn. Yeah. I think you and I learned a lot about each other from that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your second book?
Well, I'm gonna go to. I feel like this one might be on your list too.
Ooh.
Because
can we talk about this one?
You actually recommended this book to me.
Oh, really?
So my next book's gonna be "Can't Hurt Me" by David Goggins.
Fuck yeah, that is on my list too. I guess we'll both talk about it then.
That's it,
dude. Yeah.
So if you guys don't know who David Goggins is, he's a beast. He's like
beast.
The world's mentally toughest man, in my opinion. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah. Definitely up there though, for sure.
Yeah, he's up there. This dude, how long was that race he ran? 100-something miles?
I don't even know, man.
He ran over 100 miles, like without any training for it. Maybe it was 100 miles.
He's broken so many like marathon records and stuff like that. Like crazy stuff. Like that. I think he did like the most marathons in the shortest amount of time or something like that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Man.
Dude, I remember that first race he ran. That's the one that's like, holy cow.
The one where
that's
he's like
crazy.
Shitting himself and everything.
Yeah. He didn't train for it. He's like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
He's just like going through it, like peeing blood and everything.
Yeah.
Broke both of his legs, right?
Yeah.
He still finished it.
Yeah. What was like your biggest takeaway from that book, you think?
Well, my biggest takeaway was something that I really like to see is like people go through hardship and come out on top.
Yeah.
Because, you know, life's hard sometimes. We're all going to go through hardships. But when I see somebody else get through something, like things that he's done, then it's like a reminder to myself, like, yo, like, people have done harder shit. Like, whatever challenge you're going through right now, it's not that bad. So, yeah, that was just hearing all the stories that he did. It was very inspiring to me.
Yeah. Same here, bro. I remember like I was listening to that book during quarantine too, and I'd work out every morning and listen to it. And I remember like when shit got hard in my work, I'm like, this ain't shit compared to what this dude doing. Like, it motivated me a lot. I feel like for me, the biggest takeaway, and it's something that you do a lot to this day. Like, you literally just did something like it. I'll say it. So like, the biggest thing I took away from it was like purposefully putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. So you're training that muscle of like, literally what the title is that nothing can hurt you, can't hurt me. And once you keep putting yourself in the uncomfortable, you become comfortable with the uncomfortable. And there's some shit that this dude does, especially, that I'm like, man, why do you do that? And I didn't realize till like after reading a book like this or listening to it. Like, literally, this dude always, whenever he's cooking bacon, he always cooks with his shirt off purposefully. I'm like, bro, why? And he's like, man stuff, bro. Like, so then, because the oil like fucking gets onto you and stuff. Like, bro, I still have a scar from when oil fucking went on.
Oh God.
Like, man, I'm gonna keep that shirt on. But like, all jokes aside, like, that was a big like, oh damn, of like, and also knowing the capabilities of how far this can take you. Like the story that you were talking about, his first race, like, he did it when he didn't train for it or anything. And some people might think, oh, that's just dumb. It wasn't smart for him to do. But you see, it wasn't about the race. It wasn't about becoming first in the race. It was about, he set a goal for himself. And despite all odds, shitting himself, pissing blood, all this, still finished it. Like, he set out to do it and still finished it under the worst circumstances possible, like having a bodybuilder physique, you know? Like, of course, if the goal is to get the best score or like whatever in the race, that's a dumb idea that you trained like a bodybuilder, but it wasn't about that at that point, you know? And like, just finishing what you set out to do no matter what was like a big thing for me that I took out of the book. Because when shit gets hard, it's so easy to give up, you know? And then when you hear a story like what you said, like when you hear stories of other people not giving up when you would have given up like way long ago, they're like, damn, still did it. It's crazy.
Man, that's something I've noticed, but like, generally, like, people that are really smart, and they have all the answers to everything.
Yeah.
It becomes harder to like go through situations like that, you know, where you just gotta just do it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think like that's something, like his story is like really good for me to remember, because like it is good to like also like, you know, think like, what's the best way to go about this? But, you know, at the end of the day, like, sometimes you just gotta do it. Stop thinking so much and just go for it.
Yeah. If you just sit there not doing anything, like, you're wasting so much time, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Whose turn is it?
I believe it's your turn now, because that's my book.
Actually, literally, this is like a perfect segue. This book, for what we were just talking about, of just like fucking doing it. Yeah. It's called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. Yeah. Oh, also, rewinding back to Can't Hurt Me, like, highly recommend the Audible version, because he does like podcast interviews in between that's exclusive to the audiobook. So like, if you guys are gonna read it or whatever, like, highly recommend the audiobook version too. But yeah, 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I think most of these books, Millionaire Success Habits was the only one that I actually read. But 5-Second Rule I also listened to. But pretty much it's as simple as, whenever you have the gut instinct to go do something that you know you should do, before you let your subconscious mind to bail you out and give you justifications of why you shouldn't do it, you count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you just go do it right away. And like, I think this was a book that I listened to when I was in Australia for Shang-Chi. And that like helped me a lot at that time, because like you can use it for anything, not just for literal physical action, but any like toxic thoughts you have in your mind, you know? And for me, like having mad imposter syndrome on that movie, like working on my first movie, and it's a fucking Marvel movie, and I'm like with all these Jackie Chan stunting people, and I'm like brand new to this business. I was just like so many terrible thoughts insecure thoughts going through my mind, right? But like it's something that you can use for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, not thinking about that anymore. Thinking about other shit. Focusing on what actually matters, you know? And like what you were saying, like overthinking, a lot of times for me now, as I have to remind myself to use this rule, because I don't know if we talked about this in the podcast before, but we talked about this a lot. At least for me, I'm like, the better you get at something, the easier it is to become a perfectionist at it. And then the easier it is to not take action, because you already know whether or not it's going to fail or not. And then sometimes that just keeps you from doing anything because you know it's going to fail. But then sometimes like that's when a 5-second rule is really important for me. It's just like, okay, fuck it. Let's find out if it's going to work, you know? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down to taking action.
Yeah.
More so than doing the right thing or whatever. Because
Yeah.
if you do something, you're going to find out if that's the right or wrong thing.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think like kind of what I said earlier of like, I only remember 1 or 2 things from books usually. What I like about that book is the whole book is about one thing. It's literally about that 5-second rule the whole time.
Yeah.
You know? So like it definitely sits with you for sure. You know? That's what I liked a lot about it.
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to that book?
Yeah, listen to which one?
5-second rule?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually read this book before or what, but I remember I used to use that rule when I lived in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, because I was never like a morning person. And like, you know, that's like the main person. That's like the main thing that, you know, she talks about it with, like just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just like jump out of bed.
Yeah.
And I used to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I got it from. I don't know if it was just something that maybe I saw like her video or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's so helpful.
You know, it's something that I know you do too, and I do this too. I kind of adapted it in my own way of doing 3, 2, 1 action. I say it out loud. 3, 2, 1 action, go.
Yeah.
I know you do that a lot too.
Yeah.
For just anything. And mostly like before a trick or something like that, right? Or a stunt. So you like hype yourself up that way. You're just like 3, 2, 1 action, boom.
Yes.
It's crazy. Do you do that? Do you ever do that in your head while you're training?
I usually just say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, do you do it out loud when you're training too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like it helps a lot? Dude, man. Like I noticed like I get so much better if I think that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Cause we're performers, man.
Yeah.
Just knowing that and just like, I don't know. It just works. It just works.
Like it's almost like night and day. Like when I do it, I'm just like, oh wow. That's
Damn, how the fuck did I land that?
yeah. Where did that come from?
Yeah. But I feel like it's also like, it's because you're immediately jumping yourself into the flow state of trusting your instincts. I feel like that's a lot of it, because it's so easy to like overthink so many things. And when you overthink, you stiffen up, especially for like physical stuff. That is the worst, like, to be like super stiff, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a big reason why you're just like going off instinct. But yeah. What's your second, third
Third
book?
Well, my third book is it's actually another Robert Greene book.
Oh,
he's my favorite author. So
damn.
most of the books I really like are by him.
Yeah.
It's called Mastery.
Oh, I actually never heard of that one.
It's a really good book. It just talks about one thing, basically how to master whatever your craft is.
Wow.
And, like he goes in on it. Like he goes really deep. He's
I'm writing that down right now.
So basically, like again, he talks about a lot of examples throughout history.
Yeah.
Like Michelangelo. Who else is in there? There's some violin player. I don't remember who their name was, but like there's just like a bunch of examples and like how they like went through their like kind of their training to become who they were. And the common thing was they all just like put in a lot of time under like a mentor of some sort, or they just did it over and over and over again. And then when they finally when they were done with that, then that's when they started like exploring new ideas and like started like doing things their own way, being creative.
Oh.
And because they had the huge, all the training to pull from, like they were just able to like just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I really liked the book because it kind of showed me like a pathway for like how to get to where I want to get to, which was, in like stunts. Like there's not a lot of like go here and you'll have all the answers. There's no college for stunts.
Like college or school or
you just kind of everyone has their own path and you got to figure things out yourself.
Yeah.
But I feel like from this book I kind of had my own pathway to follow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so funny because I feel like we've been, especially lately, we've been talking a lot about like mastering crafts and what we think is the best way to master a craft. And like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. I'm really gonna look into this book now. Did you listen or did you read that book?
Yes.
Did you read that one before 49 Laws?
I read that one after 48 Laws was the first. That was the first book that got me into reading, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, okay.
So that was your first Robert Greene book, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. I don't think I've ever told you a story.
Whoa. Oh, I'm fucking excited. This is why we have this podcast. God. We're spilling the beans. Ooh.
This is a life-changing moment for me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so one day, I was in high school, and I was a senior, right? Like, I was a really, really good student up until senior year. Like, I had like A's and B's and everything, and I was like always there, always present. And in senior year, I just got like crazy senioritis. I was just like, yo, I don't care anymore. I'm done. So, like one day I was just like skipping school. Kids don't skip school. But I was skipping school. And there's just like library like down the street. And I just like went to the library and I was gonna like trick there, right? And there's like this little like path with this like it's like lake in the middle, right? It's just like nature trail, yeah.
Okay.
And I was just like walking through this nature trail, and like it was like a movie, dude. Like I came across this out of this corner, and there was like the sunlight was shining perfectly like behind all these trees, and like there's this guy just like walking towards me, and he's just like, "Hey, dude, what's your thoughts on philosophy?" That's all he said, and I was just like, holy fuck, is this guy? Yeah.
Does he seem like a hippie or some shit?
No, he's like
just a dude.
Bro, I swear, like one of the smartest people I've ever met.
What do he look like?
He's this Latino dude. He's like kind of skinny, short, but he also like looked kind of cool though, Like he looked like a cool kid. He wasn't like a nerd or anything.
Is he a student too?
He looked about like he was my age, right? Like he was like in high school, but he was in college. Like he just like skipped a bunch of grades because he was so smart.
Damn.
Yeah, like this dude is awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, he just asked me that, and we started talking about
just
like
straight up
philosophy and stuff, because I always like philosophy, right? And then he's just like recommended me like all these books and stuff, and like the first one was like the 48 Laws.
Oh.
So I read it, and that's where I started like loving reading.
Damn. Do you still talk to that dude?
No.
Do you know you never exchange info with him?
Never. No.
That's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
Bro, wonder if he's out there,
dude,
watching this.
That'd be crazy.
Do you remember his name?
Dude? No, I don't.
Dude, that's so crazy. Like, sometimes you'll take something from a stranger that will be so meaningful for you for the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, man. That's wow. Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah. I forgot about that.
What about the book sold you on it so much of what he was saying? Was it reading in general that he sold you on, or was it that book in particular?
Well, he was. I could just tell, like, this dude is like the smartest person I've ever come across at that point in my life.
Yeah.
Because like he was just like really like he had like a huge vocabulary, and like he didn't talk like a regular like kid like our age. Like he was like
he's in
everything,
high ass
like,
vocabulary and shit.
He was a smart motherfucker, man. Like this dude is. I was like, yo, this guy crazy.
Yeah.
And like, he was just like explaining all the ideas in the book, and I was like, yo, like, how did you know that this is something that would be like really beneficial to me? Because like, basically, like the ideas behind 48 Laws of Power is just like, there's just all these laws you could do to like become like powerful, like, you know. And like, I feel like a lot of people get that word, kind of misunderstand the word sometimes. Power? Yeah, like they think it's like something that you have to like take advantage of people, but it's not.
Yeah.
Power is really just your own power over your own life, you know? Like, if you don't have power in your life, that means you can't do what you want to do, and everybody wants that, you know?
Yeah, preach, bro.
And you don't need to like take advantage of people that have power. But yeah, I felt like I was powerless at that time, and he recommended it to me, and I felt like it changed my life.
Why did you feel powerless at that time?
Well, I mean, you know, when you're young, you live with your parents. They always tell you what to do, and you don't really have any say in anything.
Was it kind of the idea of like you're graduating high school soon too, and you're like, "Fuck, what do I do?"
I mean, I wanted to. I was really into Taekwondo then, so I just wanted to teach.
Yeah.
So like when I was at school, I was like, I don't need this. Like I'm gonna open up my own Taekwondo school. So that's why I wasn't really paying attention.
So like the fact that like you knew what you wanted to do, but like the system's making you do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
It made you feel powerless.
Powerless, yeah.
Wow.
I was doing all this stuff I didn't want to do, and I was just like,
Damn,
why,
man?
So
damn.
Yeah,
The more you know. That's crazy. I never knew that about you, bro. That's crazy. That's why I'm so glad we started this podcast. We're like, I feel like we knew a lot about each other. But damn, still learning new shit every time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn, I'm gonna look into that book.
It's a
Mastery.
good one. Yeah,
And
Mastery,
I gotta actually like read 48 Laws. Is it 48 or 49?
48. I know,
Wait,
they skipped
why
over
is
49.
They just skipped it?
Yeah, they just
because
skipped it.
49 the 49th law sounds whack.
Yeah.
The 50th.
It's 50 Cent, you know?
50. Yeah.
50 Cent. This is
Bro, I'm a fucking idiot.
Nah, you good,
Bro,
you good.
I was like, what?
You good. I thought the same thing, though. I was like, why didn't they do 49? Like,
damn. His was fear, right?
yeah.
Damn. Okay. Separate. Fuck it. I'm going to ask this anyways. Rank your favorite Robert Greene books.
Okay. So I'm going to go with, dang, it's tough. I feel like those three are number one for me.
48th?
Yeah. 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, and Laws of Human Nature.
Oh, Laws of Human Nature.
Yeah. And that's the first one that I talked about, but like, those three are like number one for me.
Oh. Wait, which one was the summary then? Was that the Laws of Human Nature?
Yeah,
that was the one that I was listening to, right? Damn. Yeah. 48 Laws of Power. Those two look very familiar, right? They're both red and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. 48 Laws of Power is orange and blue, but it's like so similar.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Orange.
Yo,
guys, put in the comments. Does this dude... I always roast Devante for how he says orange.
Orange.
Hey, is that orange? He's like, he's like orange. You say it like a AHRANG. Orange.
Orange.
or like a AHRING. Orange.
I don't say weird, man. I don't say weird. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that a North Carolina thing?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, no, I don't feel like anybody's ever said I say weird. But
I just call you out for it.
Oh, maybe you say it
Maybe
weird.
I say it weird, bro. Orange.
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 Orange. Orange.
Orange.
It's like an O, dude. Orange.
I'm saying that.
You're saying orange.
I'm not.
Orange.
I'm not. Oh my god.
Maybe it's like the fact that I heard you say it once like more towards that way that I can't unhear it now. No matter like how like textbook you say the word, I'm gonna be like, no, you said orange.
No. Still wrong.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. This is your turn, right?
Oh yeah.
What's your next book?
Okay. This one's first on my list.
Oh yeah?
Well, I don't know if number one, but I wrote this one down first. Never Grow Up by Jackie Chan.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Jackie Chan's always been one of the biggest influences of my life, but Never Grow Up, I just love that title because, like, we should always channel that inner kid inside of us, you know, because I feel like that's who we are deep down. When you don't have a worry in the world and you just literally just want to have fun in life, you know? And I think we all strive to live a lifestyle like that. And I've always wondered how he was always able to just like be like such a kid and always keep that playful spirit till he was like, you know, I don't know how old he is now, but like even when he was still directing and starring and when he was like 60 something, like that's crazy, you know? But that book is like about his childhood and his upbringing and like, I think he was, he like, oh damn, it's been a while, but I know he went to like, kind of like a Chinese opera school and they like train you 24/7. Like his parents just like dropped him off there and like, I think had legally full ownership of him and they could just like beat the shit out of him and train them to death pretty much, like all the kids. And like a big reason why, like how Hong Kong action became the way it was from Chinese opera. And so it's like really fascinating to see like, oh shit, that's why Jackie's so fucking good, you know? And then like talks a lot about his relationship with Sammo Hung and Yun Biao, who were like pretty much brothers to him. And like in his 80s movies, he's like always with those two. And seeing like how they all grew up developing their own specialties. And like Yun Biao was kind of like the acrobatic guy. Sammo Hung was always like fat and very powerful and knowledgeable. And then Jackie was kind of like the balance of the two. But Jackie also like kind of pioneered like parkour and stuff like that. So it's like, it's really crazy. And like, it was really humanizing too, because I've always seen Jackie as like a god almost, you know? And like, he talks about how many regrets he has and like, how getting fame too early and money too early really messed him up. And he did a lot of like stuff he regrets. And I'm like, that takes a lot for someone to admit that on a public level, especially if you're at the caliber of Jackie Chan of fame, you know? He was talking about like his regrets on like how he treated people after he got money, and like how he treated this treated this kid and stuff like that. It's really interesting and humanizing. Yeah, have you listened to that book yet?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a good one. Yeah, I feel like the biggest takeaway of that book was like, it was also kind of like similar to Can't Hurt Me, where I was just like, damn, I haven't been through this shit compared to this dude, you know what I mean? Like, it's really inspiring of like the training that dude went through and like how he revolutionized action comedy and just did so much for the film industry. It's crazy. Huh.
Since we're on the topic, might as well just ask you, like, do you have a favorite Jackie Chan stunt?
A favorite Jackie Chan stunt? I think it's always gonna be the Police Story one, bro.
Yeah.
When he's at the top.
Yeah.
Just like he key up before, just slid down the pole, yeah. and like got electrocuted through all of his fingers and broke so many bones through that. Like, yeah, that one's crazy. What about you?
I think I don't remember what movie it's from. I should, but the one where he jumped off the building and he like did like he went through like two.
Oh, Project A, Clock Tower.
Project A, yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
I think he must have been like at least 100 feet high or something, right?
Oh god. Okay.
And he dropped off, and
He fell through the.
And he did it multiple times too.
Yeah.
And then like in the same shot, he did dialogue.
Yeah. Oh god, dude. In one of them, I thought he died.
Yeah, were you Scorpion, bro? Like, dude, that's the very first Scorpion, I think. But from like 100 feet high.
It's definitely the gnarliest one ever done.
Bro. Yeah, that one was like, okay, he pretty much landed on his head and his legs folded over him like a scorpion. That's like one of the falls that are named in stunts. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh god.
Maybe that was the world's first scorpion. Unintentionally. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn, right?
Yeah. My next book this is probably on your list too. Relentless by Tim Grover.
Damn it.
Dude. So Brandon also recommended me this book. He recommended me like most of these books on his list.
Nah, bro.
But yeah, Relentless is a great book. If you don't know who Tim Grover is, he's the athletic?
Yeah, he was the personal trainer for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and like a bunch of like Hall of Famers in basketball.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like you can actually. Is this book on your list? Do you want to go ahead and talk about it, man? Because I feel like you know this book. Like, this is your shit, man.
Nah, that's you, bro.
All right.
That's you.
Well, first of all, what I like about Relentless is it helps you. It taught me the mindset behind being great.
Yeah.
And it talks about the different types of people like that are on the team. Dude, you know this book so much better.
Dude,
this is your book, dude. I don't know why you didn't say it first, because like you're always talking about this book. Like Brandon's like, yeah, you know, that guy's a cleaner, that guy's a cleaner, that guy's not a cleaner, that guy's a cleaner. You know, man, cleaner shit, man.
Cleaner shit. Yeah, we stopped saying that though. Cleaner shit.
Yeah.
Wait, well, but they don't know what a cleaner is. You
bro,
got it, bro.
You got to talk about it.
Man, why do I already talk too much, bro? I actually have another one. Yeah. Another book I can talk about.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, the other one.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, there's different types of people on team. The cooler, the closer, the cleaner.
Yeah.
And is there another one?
I think that's it.
Yeah, the cooler, closer, cleaner. The cooler is basically somebody who just basically does bare minimum to get by, right?
Yeah, they're like role players on the team.
Yeah.
At least like I think he compares it to like an NBA team. Mm-hmm. So like on an NBA team, everyone's already at the best level, you know.
Yeah.
So usually cooler is like I think like a role player who comes off the bench and does what they do, but they're not like well-rounded, mm-hmm. or they're not leading the team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's the closers, which are like, they are really good at what they do, but that's it. Like, they don't do any more than that. Mm-hmm. The cleaners are the people that like go above and beyond. Like, they're really good at what they do, but they're like making, like, they're changing the game up. Like, they're just like doing whatever it takes to get them and their team to like wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
Like to win.
Yeah.
And like the whole book is like explaining like differences between them, mm-hmm. and like what I like about it so much is that, mm-hmm. like, I feel like everybody and like whatever they do in their lives is like, they're good at what they do, or else they wouldn't be doing it, right? Like, if you're not good at your job, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
So like everybody's good at what.
Oh, his sound went out.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
we're re-rolling.
Oh God. Oh God.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I can just
All right. Well, yeah.
make it work. Okay,
So-
we're back. We're back.
We're back. My bad. Anyways.
Did you hear my anime sound?
Yeah. Impossible.
How did he know? Okay, continue. Sorry.
So yeah, everyone's basically good at what they do, but there's like these little tiny things that you can do to be like one of the best, and that's what I really liked about it, because like if like I just feel like life is like a game of inches, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you do that little extra bit to
Shut the fuck up, Terrell. If you're listening, I didn't voice crack. Sorry.
like if you do that little extra bit to get ahead, then like that's what makes all the difference at that level, and really like just in life in general, because like, you know, we're all adults. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to be like, all right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Was that like? I don't know if you already answered this, but like, what was your biggest like takeaway from that book, or something that you apply the most from it? Was that it, or?
Yeah, just the mindset. Just the mindset.
The
in
mindset
general.
towards it, yeah.
Yeah. Because like when he explains it, you start to see it, you know? You start to see it in your life. You just like when you see somebody like do like the minimum, and you like, you know that, then you're just like, yeah, I know who you are. Like I know exactly how you live your life. And you know, like you just can't people want to believe that like they deserve more than what they have, but you know, they don't see those little extra things they could be doing, and they're not doing it, and that's why they're unhappy, because they're not doing those things. But
I think. Oh yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, like, but when you know those things and you can actually do them, it makes all the difference.
Yeah. I feel like a cleaner is almost, they're so obsessive about their craft and their goal that it's almost psychotic. Like it's like they will do anything to get to it. But like, I feel like a big thing that you and I talk about, like you were right. We always point out whenever we're in team situations, like sometimes Devante will be talking about after, and we're like, oh shit, that dude's a cleaner. But I feel like one of the biggest like differences between a closer and a cleaner, also a cleaner is like the most alpha of alphas, and they don't need to show that they're alpha. They just are, you know? And I love this book, but I'm also don't want to be too much of like toxic masculinity. Like I think it could be taken in that way, but I don't think that's what the book is trying to say. It's more, I think there's a big difference between being alpha and actually being alpha because you're focused on your goal. But I think there's a lot of people that try to be cleaners, but the reason why they're a cleaner, the biggest value is actually liking the power of being alpha. You know, and they're trying to prove like that they're alpha. But now their goal isn't actually about achieving the goal. It's about proving that they're above you. And that's like a very subtle, like you said, a game of inches, very subtle difference that you can notice in people. And like sometimes when you see them side by side, it's very similar, but there's some people that you're like, oh, they're actually not doing this because they care about this. They actually want to make themselves look above me right now. You know? And I noticed that like the most top level people that are super alpha, and you know, like when they're there, they're running the shit, they're driving the boat. They actually have no ego, because when their goal is actually to get the job done, they don't care whether the idea comes from themselves or a fucking, like in the film industry, or a PA, or like someone from craft. Like they don't care. All they care about is getting the job done. But I feel like that's the difference. Is some people, they get their ego involved. No, it has to come from me. It has to be my way, no matter what. And I think it's very easy to like get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
But I noticed that's something you and I talk about a lot. 'Cause sometimes you'll see, like, cleaners are also not necessarily nice people.
Yeah.
Because they're so focused on their goal that if you are bullshitting them, they're gonna let you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh shit, the camera's about to run out of battery. Okay, I'm gonna just quick pause this and then turn it back on.
Pause.
ShiblooCast. We're pausing. Oh, we're back.
8. So
what were we talking about?
We were just talking about Relentless.
Relentless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to say about that book?
Not really. Yeah.
No.
I think we got our points across.
I think that also kind of goes hand in hand. Well, I haven't read it, but kind of goes with mastery, like in the sense of like, it's like the mindset towards the craft.
Yeah.
That'll kind of the mindset you need to have to be great. You can be good, but if you want to be great, if you want to be a legend, if you want to be the best, there's a certain mindset you have to have, and there's a lot of sacrifices that you have to take to get there. And that's just like the harsh truth of it, I think. Yeah. From that book. You know, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan for a reason. Yeah. You know. And actually, it's really interesting because I think Tim Grover Michael Jordan was his very first client. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then because he was with Michael Jordan, then he got so many more clients because of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my book was, I put Relentless / Winning, his other book. Mm-hmm. So Winning is his new book that I think he dropped like right after Kobe passed away, actually. And so, damn, it's like heartbreaking. I think the intro of it, like he talks about his relationship with Kobe. And it's pretty much about the mindset of like, what it is to be cleaner, but also more in depth of what winning is, and how winning doesn't care about all of your excuses, and that winning comes and goes. It comes in waves. The moment you're at the top of the mountain, you have to start all over at the bottom. And you can't be comfortable at the top, because especially in basketball, the next season you're back to square one, and it becomes even harder to get back up there. Yeah, I think that book was, I really liked that one too. I think both of those I really liked in terms of like just the mindset I like to take towards my craft. Especially now as we're still young and we don't have kids to worry about and stuff like that. Like, this is the time where we can be this selfish towards our craft, you know? So I think it's really good for like us to have that kind of mindset, for what we want to do, you know? Yeah. And I think for both of those books, it's like, it's not something that everyone needs to do. Yeah. It doesn't make you bad that you're not like that. It's just that's just is what it is. But it's like putting it right there. If you want to be the best at what you do, you have to have that mindset. Yes. There's a reason why everyone's not the best. Yes. You know. Yes. So it's like, I think it's explaining that, and there's nothing wrong with, and you don't have to be a cleaner in everything you do. You know, like, I'm gonna be the best fucking texter in the fucking world, like, or the best cook. Like, nah, bro, you don't have to be a cleaner in everything. That's when I think people's egos get involved, when they're trying to be a cleaner at everything. It's like, bro, it's okay to not be the leader. Yes. It's okay to not know. All right, bro? Like, you don't know everything. It's okay. Yes. It doesn't make you worse. It doesn't make you better. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I find that those are the best leaders, man. Like, just those people that know that I'm not the best of this, so I'm going to get the guy that is the best of this. Yeah. And you really trust that person. Those are the best.
Yeah. That's, I think someone that reminds me, I guess maybe we can talk about who we think are cleaners to us too. Yeah. But to me, two that pop up to my head immediately are Brad Allen and Andy Chang. R.I.P. Brad Allen. Brad Allen and Andy Chang are both longtime members of the Jackie Chan stunt team that I was able to work with on like Shang-Chi, and they both gave me a chance when I was just a 20-year-old kid that had no clue what I was doing. But like Brad Allen in particular, on Shang-Chi, like he hired, because Shang-Chi was a master of all martial arts, he hired people from every single like specialist from almost any martial art you can think of. And that to me is a very like good leader, like what you're saying, and a cleaner, because he knew that he's a very good martial artist, but he's not the best at everything. So he brought people and took chances on people that are the best, that are low key, and giving them a chance to be the best at what they can do. You know, it's like that's so like inspiring, like that he could throw his ego out the door and just like bring all these people on, and brought like a freaking like super team of people, you know. And same with Andy Chang, like especially Andy Chang, like the way he runs his sets, it's like it's very, very fast paced. It's very Hong Kong style. He's running that shit, you know. But also at the same time, he's always so respectful to everyone, and he's still so open minded to everyone. And it was like one of the biggest like humbling things is when he's like still open minded to someone like me, who I'm as old as his kids. You know, like he's been doing this longer than I've been alive, and he's still like asking for my opinion and stuff like that. I'm like, that's so like, how does that coexist? Someone who's so alpha and also so humble to do that. And like, to me, that's a cleaner. You know, it's very hard to have both of those, because when you're really good at what you do, it's really easy to be like arrogant about what you do, you know? Yeah.
I think it's like, to be a cleaner, you have to be focused on the work at hand, right?
Yes.
If there's anything else, you're not a cleaner anymore.
If it becomes a power trip, then it's no longer, no longer cleaner shit.
No longer.
Close the shit.
Close the shit.
Who's someone to you that's a cleaner?
You know, I feel like I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of them, especially recently. But man, if I were to just say like one or two, oh my God, this is tough. This is tough. Like, I feel like I was just like, I've been really fortunate to like meet like a lot of like really good people lately.
Yeah.
And like I would say like a lot of them were cleaners actually.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I feel like to be a cleaner, you know, you also have to be like doing that same thing behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah, that's a big difference too. Yeah.
But I would say the person I would think of as a cleaner right now, well, one of them is Vlad Rimberg. Yeah. Like, I can see why his work comes out the way it does now, because like, man, being on his set, like, crazy. Like, we'll just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
His standards are really high, right?
Yeah. And there's like, it's never because like he just wants you to do it again. There's always a reason. You got to do this, you got to do that. And he'll explain it like so clearly, you need to do this because of this, that like, it's like, oh, this makes us better. Like this, we really do need that.
Yeah.
And man, like it's crazy. Like there's so many little details that you can do to make your work better that I feel like people don't even know about. But yeah, I would say he's a cleaner.
Was there someone else? You said one or two. Was there?
Well,
or you don't have to mention if it didn't come to mind.
It's just it's hard to choose, man.
Yeah, no, it's chill, man.
There's so many. There's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Vlad for now.
Yeah. Aww.
Like, I feel like there's different types of cleaners too. You know? Like,
really?
Like, I feel like there's like the cleaners that are like more relaxed, and there's the cleaners that are more intense.
Yeah.
But I feel like in some sense, all of them are like kind of what's it called?
Comes down to like the same mindset, right?
Yeah, same mindset, but
They
different
just show
approaches
it.
to get there.
Yeah, they show it in different ways. Yeah.
Like some people are like the quiet, like thoughtful, in their head, figuring everything out, like the genius type.
Yeah, Joseph Lay.
Joseph Lay. Joseph Lay.
Joseph, the homie's watching it right now.
Yeah.
He's probably like, no, man. What are you talking about, bro? I love you, Joseph.
Love you, Joseph.
Shout out. He gave us these mics too. I can't be roasting you like that. Sorry. Yeah.
Man.
No, he's definitely, homie's definitely a genius cleaner.
Genius.
Yeah,
Man, that dude's always thinking about
bro.
his stuff, yo.
Dude, I brought this up to him multiple times, and I remember him like saying like, "What? I'm like that." I'm like, "Dude, you can't even." The fact that you don't even know shows that you are. Like,
Yeah.
this dude's brain is always working. It's like that's the biggest thing is being obsessed
Yeah. Yeah.
about your craft, like obsessed.
Yes.
And it's actually can be very toxic at times,
It can.
but that's the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, like stupid obsessed, like that's the only thing you can think about. Like everything you're looking at in life is tailored towards that. But it's funny because we'll talk about Joseph more later. He'll probably come on the pod. He wants to come on the pod, so
Gotta have him on.
the homie, but definitely one of those like low key genius cleaners. Yeah, that I think from first impression you wouldn't think that he is,
Yeah.
but he is, and you're like, damn, this dude a genius.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Joseph.
Yo. Luckily, I got to work with him too recently.
Yeah,
And, yo, it's the same thing. Like, we would be like, you know, we got all of our stuff set. We know exactly what we're doing.
yeah,
But he'll still be like, you know, I feel like we could make this part better. I feel like we could do something here.
yeah,
And, you know, like, part of me was like, yo, this is fire. Like, I think we got it.
yeah.
But at the same time, he was like, nah.
Always
it could be
pushing
better,
the
though. It could be
limits.
better.
Yeah,
And, you know, because, like, what we were doing, like, that's not my background. Like, I was thinking, like, I think it's great. Like, I started seeing, like, oh, wow, I see, like, how you can make it better now. Like, I feel like I know so much more about, like, Kung Fu and stuff now because, like, his process that he was doing with that.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, just the details, the little details that like he's always pushing the limit. Never wants to do something basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why his work is always so, like, captivating.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's doing something different.
Yeah. Joseph's probably hating this right now.
Yeah.
He hates taking compliments. Well, suck it, Joe. You have to listen to all this.
You're great.
And when you come on the pod, we're gonna compliment the shit out of you.
He's just gonna, like, get up and run away.
Yeah. You'll be like, no, guys, stop. I'm gonna go then.
Now.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Huh.
Clear
Dude,
shit.
I feel like this pod was so like, because we were talking about books and shit, we were so just like chill,
Yeah.
you know?
I think so, too.
I'm like, why are we like so quiet? Just chill.
ShiblooCast.
Knowledge. Shit fucking
I don't even. You think they can hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get close, you're like, ShiblooCast.
Hey.
Hey. I can hear myself. I actually got earbuds this time, and also like sorry for the second episode, because I was so overblown in that sound. I can't really fix it, because I was doing research of like there's this 2-finger rule, and then so I was talking like this close to the mic the whole time, which is fine when I'm talking quietly, but if I'm like I'm fucking loud, you know. So if I get hype, it's like.
It's all good.
Did you have one more book you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I think I got all the important ones.
We could
the
talk
big
about
ones.
all the books. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many more books that are good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up on the books then. Any final thoughts about books, knowledge?
Well, I noticed that all of our books were actually nonfiction books.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, fiction books have their place too.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm actually reading a fiction one right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Kobe
Bryant.
Bryant wrote like 5 to 10 books or something after he retired from basketball. It's crazy, bro. Like, how did he write that many books in such a short amount of time? Because he's a fucking cleaner.
Cleaner shit.
Yeah, cleaner shit. Like, I was like, dude, and these are thick books because it's like supposed to be children books. And I'm like, bro, this is like a 700-page book. What? Like, what? That's crazy. But his is like a fantasy fiction about life lessons. So it's really good. I gotta get back to finishing that one.
Yeah.
Cleaner shit.
Cleaner shit.
Cleaner shit. It sounds like king shit. You know? Well, wasn't that like a meme or something? King shit.
I don't know.
King shit. Cleaner shit.
Probably before I got into memes.
Huh?
Probably before I got into memes.
Probably good.
I know all the memes
This
now.
dude's the biggest memer now, bro. Went to Atlanta for 3 months, came back the biggest memer. And it's funny because that was the time that I like completely did a social media detox. I was like, man, what are all these memes you showing me, man? I don't even know why they're funny. Oh, ShiblooCast. But I honestly think books are something that will forever be there and should, even though like books used to be one of the biggest forms of entertainment before all this technology and shit, right? But I feel like because the world is so stimulating now, it's like extra important to like be reading, and not much, but like, I mean, I don't read too much. I read like 5-10 pages a day, and then I'm like you, where like sometimes I get really into it and I'll just read a bunch at once. But like, yeah, usually when I take maybe TMI, but whenever I take my morning poop, just reading. Get my mind sharp right away from the day, you know? But no, dude, for real, like, I don't know about you, but like for me, if I'm on social media or if I'm overstimulated, it's so much brain fog.
Yeah.
I feel just out of it. I feel more depressed for some reason. But after reading, and especially like first thing in the morning where I'm forcing myself to focus, I just feel way more alert and present and sharp. I don't know about you. I feel like that's why it's extra important to like read. And knowledge, bro. You're learning.
Knowledge. Yep.
Knowledge and learning.
You know, I feel like that's the reason why, like, people, dang, it makes so much sense now. Like, why people will just have these bad habits, like getting on social media first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Because they don't realize the impact that it has on them.
Yeah.
Like, if you can, like, take your day side by side, like one day where you, like, wake up and you read, and one day where you wake up and you just get on your phone right away and get on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you like see the difference, like side by side,
Bro, it's night and day.
I feel like people would like really take it seriously.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like we should do a whole nother episode on morning routines and shit. But like, man, that was like, I don't know about you, but for me, like, especially when I was really, when I cared a lot about social media and like was trying to build my brand more, like, there'd be mornings where I wake up and then I first thing go on my phone, go on Instagram, go on all the things. Next thing I know, it's like 2 hours later and I'm like, what the fuck did I do today? Nothing.
Yep.
You know? It's crazy how much, and then how much that affects the rest of your day, and like how much on autopilot you feel like, you know? I feel like it's like, is gonna sound really like, it doesn't like sound like a high thing to say, but like I feel like using your phone or some type of social media, whatever's stimulating from your phone first thing in the morning, like that is the equivalent to like eating junk food for your brain, and reading and stuff is like eating your vegetables. And it's okay to like, you know, especially this day and age, most of the time you're probably going to be having to eat that quote unquote junk food. Like you have to go on these, like this is the new world now, you know, online. Literally this podcast is going to be online, you know what I mean? But it's like, also it's very important to have your veggies.
Yeah.
You're reading and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope that's something that never goes. You know, I don't think it will, but nothing's quite like that. Have you tried reading like virtual books, like on the phone? Is it Kindles and shit?
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, same.
There's something about like having it physically there. The same for me for scripts. I always, even though if I don't need to, I always want to print them out because it's just something about it, like having it there. I don't like reading it off the screen.
Yeah. I feel like that too.
Because it's not alive.
Yeah.
I mean, we're saving a lot of paper, but...
True.
You know?
True, yeah.
It's not alive. Paper is alive.
It's alive.
Knowledge.
Into the paper.
Yes. Shiblutu. Okay. Think we should call it, right?
Yeah. I think we
talked a lot.
We need to say out.
Yeah. What's our fucking outro again? Oh, I know. Do you remember it? Last time you did remember it as I was saying it.
I feel like it's gonna happen again.
You remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this one we rambled a lot on this one, but fuck it. Shiblutu. That's who we are.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's how we is.
Be like that.
You know? It just be like that. I might just start keeping the ums and ahs in here too, because it's just more organic.
Yeah.
And it's like a pain to edit. Like the first 2 episodes, I've been like cutting out all of the ums and ahs and stuff like that. But I'm like, then it sounds like we're talking way too perfectly.
Yeah.
You say and ah a lot. Everyone does. You know, I don't care how smart you are. You know? So, Shibloo, keep it raw. What do you guys think? Should we keep it raw? Should I keep editing it like that? I almost wanted to restart it, but Devante was using, you know, what he learned from Can't Hurt Me and was like, bro, finish the job.
Just do it.
Shia LaBeouf, right?
Yeah.
Just do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn, applying all this book shit, man.
Here it is.
Yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, comment down below, like, share, whatever you want to do. Comment any topics you want us to talk about. Although I'm pretty sure we could talk about anything.
Yeah.
We could talk about paint on the wall drying, and I feel like we could talk for hours. So,
yeah. You notice how it just like kind of dries in the different places.
Yeah.
It never is just like dry.
Yeah, just like specific spots. It's like,
right? Like,
you know,
put
it's
that.
like physics,
Like there's a reason.
science.
Because the paint has been applied unevenly.
Yes.
Like if you have more in this place, it stays wet longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, we can relate back to life with this, you know?
Life.
Sometimes
Paint
when
drying.
you're doing something, you're doing a lot of this one thing and a little bit of this other thing, you can't expect the same amount of results.
Yeah.
You know? Like how much time do you spend reading? Can't expect your brain to be all smart if you don't spend a lot of time doing your education.
Yeah. Just like watching paint dry. Certain spots dry first. And you gotta pick your certain spots in your life to dry first.
Oh!
There's the hype.
Oh! Why do you do that better than me?
Man, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh! Hey, if y'all aren't watching the video version right now, you're missing out.
Subscribe to the full thing.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we should make an OnlyFans next.
What?
What?
Who said that?
The fuck?
Shibludu. Yo.
What's up? What's up?
That remind me of the time that you said... Wait, I can cut this out if you don't want me to keep it in.
Right.
That you brought up that you worked on an OnlyFans shoot.
Oh, yeah.
The way this dude brought it up. Fuck, the camera's about to run out of battery.
Dang. Well, I can get it done.
Is that a cliffhanger?
I guess so.
Or should I put a new
I worked on
battery
an OnlyFans shoot, guys.
in? Put...
If you want to know more, you got to ask me in person.
You sure?
Yeah. What's supposed to get
You sure you don't want to explain it?
Nope.
Damn! It's Shibludu.
Shibludu.
It's Shibludu, bro.
Shibludu.
Yep, Devante worked on an OnlyFans shoot. Oh.
Dang.
Damn.
Put all that closer.
Well, the audio's still rolling.
Yeah, oh yeah, true. Well, we could just like put like a picture or something there.
Of
just,
us?
Like, yeah. Just like this.
Yeah. Should we?
We shall.
All right, we'll just close it out here.
Let's do it.
Or should I put another battery in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm a dumbass. My fucking hip got caught on it. Oh.
Yo, we should put up one of those pictures that says technical difficulties. Hold on or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, please hold.
During all this shit?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The audio's still rolling, but like.
Shit, dude, shit.
She bigger the flip. Wait, they can't see us, right?
Yeah, but they can hear you right now.
They can hear me, but they can't see me?
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys can't see this, can you?
He's literally just wagging his arm around.
Come on.
Or is he?
It's supposed to be a secret.
Is he wagging his arm around? Or is he doing OnlyFans things?
To be continued.
No.
You gotta subscribe to OnlyFans to find out.
Dude, bro. You're Shibludu. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Put a comment if you wanna see us make an OnlyFans.
Bro!
Who would
what?
subscribe?
Man, what?
just just trying to find out here for schematics and stuff.
Are you hinting at something right now?
Hinting at what?
Why are you hinting at something to me?
To you?
Yeah.
Not to you.
Why are you saying you want to do an OnlyFans?
I'm just saying like it's something we could do, you know?
What would the OnlyFans be?
We could post our kicks or something, I don't know.
Oh! Oh.
Or like this one will be like the full video without like cuts and
The
stuff.
exclusive.
Yeah.
What happened when the camera shut down?
Exactly.
Because we actually have a security camera right there.
Mm-hmm. And then like we could edit the other version, so it's like all cool looking, and like just all like these like pictures in the background and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thingy that goes like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Did we just fuse?
I think so.
Fusion. Ah! No, like remember the end of the last episode? You were like, we should get a picture like this.
Oh yeah. I don't even remember how I did that. Something like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, last call. You're not going to tell that OnlyFans story.
Nope. Subscribe to the OnlyFans.
Whoa.
What?
Who's
you gotta
OnlyFans?
Subscribe to find out the story.
Who's OnlyFans?
The OnlyFans. The Shibloo OnlyFans.
The Shibloo. We have a Shibloo OnlyFans.
Bro, OnlyFans is not bad, okay? You don't have to post bad stuff on there.
You can run the Shibloo OnlyFans account.
Bet. We'll do like a 90-10 split. And I'll get like 90% of the proceeds.
You're fucking making like millions of dollars on there, and you're posting like the same content on the YouTube.
Just the same
Hey
thing.
man, what the fuck? I edited all this shit.
Bro, save it for the OnlyFans, man.
Bro, what is happening? Shibloo,
Hey,
do whatever you want to do.
because you're free.
You Shibloo.
It's the fun good.
Okay, for real. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. 사랑해. What is that?
It's a heart.
Oh, I just saw this from that perspective. I was
Oh.
like, bro, are you like trying to claw them or something?
It's a gang sign.
Oh, it's a gang sign.
I don't know gang
Shibloo gang?
signs.
No, we're not a gang, guys. We're not a gang. What?
Not a gang.
No, we're not.
Not a gang. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers now. I'm trying to find new ways to make hearts.
Shibloo.
Let's do it.
Shibloo.
What if we could make like a
Make like a what? What are you doing,
my
bro?
whole body a heart?
A whole body heart?
Oh, there we go. What if I use my legs?
Use your legs?
I'm not that flexible.
Maybe one of my legs is one.
Hey, OnlyFans, bro.
Oh, shit, my
You
bad.
can't just give them everything
Yeah.
like that.
Hey,
But if you want to see it, oh, my feet dirty. OnlyFans. See you in OnlyFans.
all right, we're closing it out.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you want to do. Or you don't have to do it if you don't want to, because you're Shibloo too. You can do whatever you want to do, you know? And remember, homies and homettes.
Homettes.
Is that a thing? We just made it a thing. Our lady viewers, you're our homettes.
Homettes.
Homettes. Homies and homettes. Remember, everything's connected because you're Shibloo too. I knew it. You still got it. We still got this. Shibloo too.
Subscribe to OnlyFans.
Man. You bring it back to this OnlyFans, man.